What it is, what it do? You already know who it is. It's your boy JQilin here, back with another episode of Doki Doki Relapse. In the last episode, Monika made it abundantly clear that she wants to get it in, but we're like, nah, we can't. We have Sayori. And we had lunch with Yuri too, so that was a thing. So, we're just gonna pick up right where we left off in this episode. If you guys are excited for that, be sure to hit the like button and stick around, because I think we're getting to the end of the mod at this point. I don't know how long it's gonna take from this point, but I believe we're nearing the end. And and for the first time in a long time, we get to hear from our favorite tsundere.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid?
All eyes land on me as I enter the club room.
Hi, hi, Kellen. Look who finally decided to show up. And here we all were thinking you chickened out because of the festival.
That's not true. You wouldn't sing that.
That's alright. And I'm sorry that was late, everyone. You see, I ran into this old lady who needed help crossing the street. And I guess I just lost track of time. The perfect lie. Thanks, Kakashi. The perfect lie. Thanks, Kakashi-sensei. No one ever dare question the existence of an elderly person.
Huh. Nice try. Nice try. Wait. You didn't happen to lose Sayori while you were helping old people, did you? I figured she would have missed the day and we were over festival plans.
I was wondering where she was as well.
Right, not everyone's here. I suppose I should tell you. Sayori had a doctor's appointment today, so she had to miss the club. And don't worry, we've already gone over what we're all doing for the festival, so she won't be behind.
A doctor's appointment? I hope everything's okay.
First Yuri, now Sayori. Y'all better not get me sick.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. I ran into her earlier on my way to the club. She looked fine and told me it was just a checkup.
Huh. I'm surprised she didn't drag you with her without scaring she's a doctor's.
Is that a running trend? I guess it's a running trend. Sayori's scared of doctors.
Laying her all alone like that? Some best friend you are.
Even though I know she's joking, hearing that actually does hurt me a little.
Natsuki.
Huh? Take it easy, I was just kidding.
I guess some of my worry leaked through the surface. Don't worry, I knew you were only kidding. I was just thinking of something is all.
You're still a bad liar. Now that everything has been cleared up, I figured we can go over festival planning details after we share poems. So you'll have some time to read or write if you want to.
And with that, everyone returns to their usual positions. I set my bag down on the desk in the front row and tried to decide on whether to talk to Monika or Yuri. However, even though I didn't get the answer choice, it looks like I'm going with C.
Hey.
Huh? Oh. Hey, Natsuki. What's up?
Listen, about what I said earlier.
It's alright, really. I know you didn't mean it.
Why don't you just let me say that I'm sorry?
Because you don't need to? Honestly, I'm a little concerned about Sayori, even though I know she'll be fine. But I'm not heartbroken over my decision not to go with her.
Well, good. Because I didn't feel like apologizing anyway. Wait, so you're actually gonna go with her?
Well, I had crossed my mind to do so. But I wouldn't have been able to help at all.
Huh, that's for sure. Knowing you probably just made things worse.
Thanks, Natsuki. Your words of encouragement are truly helpful. Truly. How did I ever get so lucky to have such a delicate and caring friend?
Huh, keep up the sarcasm and I'll just show you how delicate and caring I really am.
Natsuki points his clenched fist at my chest to reinforce her point. Understood. Now that her apology is out of the way, I expect her to head back to the closet. but she seems to hesitate for some reason. Is something wrong?
What did you and Yuri talk about yesterday?
Huh? Isn't that kind of personal? Plus, I thought she was okay with the idea of me and Yuri being together. Well...
You don't have to tell me you don't want to. I get it. It's just that ever since you left yesterday, Yuri's been acting different.
Different?
Not in a bad way, but when I asked her about it, she wouldn't tell me anything. Yuri's a private person in general, but she never had a problem sharing things with me since we've been friends. And so I'm a little pissed that you changed that.
Damn. Well, I was expecting her to be mad about it. Why have they been so shitty at handling Natsuki recently? Because Natsuki obviously is the lowest priority girl in this mod. Either that or they couldn't bother to actually deal with Natsuki's external problems in the course of the story. Seeing how this is basically a Saira-driven mod, so... Either way, this is... Sorry Natsuki fans, this is not a mod for you.
Sorry. I'm not mad. I just like being closed out by her.
I'm a little thrown off by how sincere she's being right now. It took me almost a full week of appealing to her to get her to talk like this. But now she's doing it just because Yuri didn't answer a question. I haven't really given it much thought, but I never realized just how close these two actually are. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It wasn't my intention for her to make you feel shut out. But when you say she's been acting different, what do you mean?
Well, just look at her.
I glanced at Yuri, who was happily reading her book. Something seems off, though. I don't think I've ever seen her smile while reading alone before. Still, maybe she's just really enjoying the book.
It's not the book. She told me something about it earlier, and it's not something you would be smiling. And it's not something you would smile at while reading.
I'm a little confused, Natsuki. Are you upset because Yuri has been happy?
Of course not, dummy. Of course not, baka. I just like not being told things.
Natsuki is like being left out of the loop. Natsuki wants to be a part of the circle. I wonder if it's because of her low. I wonder if this is because of her low confidence. The anger I feel whenever I see Natsuki upset begins to return. Does her dad keep things from her? Does he lie to her? Damn it! Why do I immediately jump to everything being her dad's fault? Well, because technically, the source of a lot of Natsuki's problems is her dad. Listen, Natsuki. I was just helping Yuri with something, that's all. I'm sorry that I can't tell you what... I'm sorry I can't tell you with what exactly. But I'm sure she'll open up to you about it eventually.
What? Was it?
Natsuki's voice breaks as he tries to speak.
Was it about the cuts?
I feel a shiver as I barely managed to hear what she said. So she did know. Shit, this really isn't the place to talk about this. I glanced at both Monica and Yuri, both of whom are absorbed in their own thing. Natsuki,
So you did know.
I'm not gonna get anywhere if I keep trying to dodge a question. But at the same time, it's not really my place to speak about these things. I mean, if Natsuki knows, you could just say you know too. I mean, because it's not like you both know the same thing about her. You don't have to go into detail, but you could just say, yeah, I know. Yes, I knew about her cuts. I found out yesterday, and that's the reason I went over to her house. That's what we were discussing when we went into the other room.
Pathetic.
Huh?
You've only known her for a few days, but you managed to help her more than I could. I wanted to say something, but I...
Natsuki barely manages to speak through her sobs.
I was too scared. I'm just... pathetic.
It's like I could feel my heart breaking as I watch her cry. I know it might make things harder for me soon, but I do the only thing I could think of. Give her a hug! I wrap my arms around her and hold her tightly. You're not pathetic, Natsuki. Don't ever think that you are. You've been a friend to her for much longer than I have. I'm sure you mean a lot to her. For the second time today, I feel a cold spot on my chest as tears seep through my uniform. Just because you didn't confront her, that doesn't mean that you aren't helping. I'm still counting on you to be there for her, you know? Her voice barely manages to squeak out. I glance up and see that we've been grabbing the attention of both Monika and Yuri. This'll be fun to explain. Even though I don't look forward to discussing why Natsuki is crying onto me, I don't let up on trying to comfort her. After her crying has begun to subside, she begins to pull away.
You can stop now. Perv.
I grin at her as she insults me.
Is everything alright?
Well...
Yuri, can I talk to you in the hall for a sec?
Damn, she's gonna tell her that I lied about her cuts?
Of course, Natsuki.
It's obvious to me that after what just happened, Natsuki's gonna bring up Yuri's cutting. Even though I'm a little scared about how Yuri will react, I'm also kind of happy. If Natsuki's able to help her too, then I won't have to worry so much. Not that I mind helping. I lean against the teacher's desk and stare out the window. It sure is nice outside. Before I manage to zone out too much, Monika approaches me. I'm gonna guess you probably want to know what just happened. Before I have time to finish, Monika wraps her arms around me. Man, there's sure is a lot of hugging going on today. Don't tell me you're gonna start crying on me too.
Actually, I was scared that you're gonna be the one to start crying.
Even after an exchange like this, she still manages to fit in something clever. Pfft, please. Real men don't cry. I was like, yeah, I'm a manly man. Us manly men never shed tears.
That's not what Sayori told me.
Wait, she told you about that?
No, but you just did.
Ugh. Moving on. If it wasn't to cry on me, what was the hug for?
Because I love you. I just want to say thank you was all.
Thank me? Well, that's the first time I've been thanked for making someone cry.
I'm serious. Ever since you joined the club, you've been helping us. You convinced Sayori to go to the doctor. You helped Yuri with her cutting. You cared about Natsuki and me.
Wait, did Monika know about Yuri and Sayori? I guess I shouldn't be surprised how smart she is. Or maybe you shouldn't be surprised how much of a god she is. Monika is the god of this reality. But still, to think she knew about them.
Sayori. She's really lucky to have someone like you.
Monika. Before I get the chance, I hear the classroom door open behind me.
Hey, Qilin. Thanks.
Huh? Oh. You're welcome, Nuts. Ah! I'm cut off by Natsuki's fist hitting me square in the chest. Ow! What was that for?
I don't want you to give me a big head over it.
Ugh, you could have just not thanked me.
That's alright. I wanted to do this more.
Even though my chest hurts now, I'm glad to see that Natsuki's cheered up.
Are you alright, Qilin?
I think I'll survive.
Only because I held back.
Seeing all the girls acting relatively normal puts some of my worries to rest. I still hope that Monika really is okay with Sayori and me. I mean, dude, that's not your problem. That's Monika's problem. You just better hope that Monika doesn't do anything to Sayori.
Well, now that everyone is settled back in. Why don't we go ahead and share poems?
All three of the girls go to retrieve their poems. I once again pull my folder out from my bag and flip through the papers. I stop and look at the one I wrote for Sarah as I do. Maybe I'll get around to showing all four one day eventually. Maybe I'll get around to showing all four one day eventually. That'd be the dream, wouldn't it? Whomstative should I show my poem to first? Why not Yuri? Okay. Hey, Yuri.
Hello again, Killin. I look forward to seeing what you've written for today.
Thanks, but before we share, I wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I kind of told Natsuki about what we talked about yesterday.
About that. You don't have to worry about it, Killin. She told me she already knew about my habit. It may sound odd, but I'm kind of relieved that she knows now.
I'm glad to hear that you're okay with it. I would have felt bad if I put you in a position where I would have felt bad if I put you in a position you were uncomfortable with.
It means a lot to me that you care so much.
Well, what can I say? I am a gentleman after all. Gentleman Jonathan. I feel myself smiling at Yuri as I say this.
Well then, who should share first?
Here, I'll take a shot at it. I pull out my poem from the folder and hand it to her. Clarity. The mirror no longer shows me, but a portrait of my past. When time passing once led to a brighter future, now serves as little more than an agonizing descent. Insight that once served as a path to atonement, now shows only futility and damnation. Where death was once the bitter end to my journey, is now a luxury I can only desire. To save others from the wrath of a cruel world, one must relinquish their essence to the void, and be forever forgotten. Yo, this is foreshadowing like a mother. This is foreshadowing like a mother right now. Oh my god.
Killin, this is...
I don't have to guess this time whether you're like my poem or not.
It's even better than your first.
I guess practice makes perfect.
I'll admit after reading your first poem, I thought it was just a stroke of luck. Sorry about that.
It's no problem. I honestly thought something similar.
But after reading this one, the dread, the loss, the self-sacrifice...
Damn, the more she talks about it, the more it sounds like a nightmare. Looks like I might have some demons that need exercising too.
It makes me regret not coming to the club to see what you wrote yesterday.
I wouldn't worry about that too much if I were you. That last one I wrote was a confession. The one I wrote yesterday was... different, to put it lightly.
I'm sure that was still good.
You give me too much credit. After all, I thought you were supposed to be the master poet around here.
I wouldn't say that.
Amazing writing skills and modesty to match it. Are you sure you aren't just saying these things to be nice?
Of course not. I really do.
Yuri catches herself being baited for the second time since I've met her.
I really do enjoy your writing, you know.
Are you sure? I'm still unclear as to where you stand on that. I'm glad to see the progress that Yuri has made in being able to understand when someone is joking.
Actually, now that you mention it, maybe I have been jumping to conclusions.
Oh? Is that so? Well, looks like these feelings of mine are going to have to remain broken after all.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just trying to say something.
Yuri's innocence really is something that should be preserved in a museum. Don't worry. I knew you were just joking.
Oh, I see. I think I may need to work on it a bit more.
You're gonna have to if you ever plan on reclaiming the title of Bull Goose Looney. Oh, and I guess I should probably read your poem at some point too, huh?
Right. Here you go.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expansive bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Oh, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to row at the shore, drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
I really like it. Seeing your normal style branch out to a topic like this is really interesting.
You really think so?
Yeah, it's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Bro. Bro. Ah yes, prequel memes. Yuri has no clue I'm smiling so hard right now. Good thing I have a clue. This fucking guy.
I'm glad to hear that. It was actually Natsuki's idea, though. She brought it up when we were eating dinner last night. And I'll admit that it was kind of pleasant to write about a topic that I usually don't touch on.
Well, keep up the good work. If we continue sharing poems like this next week, or even if we don't, I'm excited to see what else you write.
Thank you.
Now next is our favorite tsundere. Hiya.
Oh, hey, Kellen.
I'm glad to see that she's in a good mood. I'm tempted to ask her how she's holding up, but she'd probably just punch me again. You know, today might be the last day that we share poems. So yours better be the best one yet.
Ha! You sound like you were expecting it not to be. I am the master after all.
Guess I can't argue with that. Here, to spare my confidence, you can read mine first. I pull my poem out of the folder and hand it to Natsuki. The end. I'm almost at the end, yet I can't shake the smile, as her glossy eyes see me just for a while. A summer's warmth hot on her cheeks, a warmth I didn't know I was chasing for so many weeks. What once was a fantasy has now become real, a quiet peace that we both can feel. But I can't help but notice my path's at its end, and yet I'm willing to cross the line, because I know that as I descend, her light can continue to shine. So this is basically the save data saying that I'm reaching the end of my allotted time, but I'm happy that we were able to make it work with these girls. So even after I pass on, my work with the girls will live on forever.
Ah.
That's a good sign.
Do all your poems have to be so depressing? I would blame it on Yuri, but even your first one was like this. Huh?
I'm flattered you still remembered my first work. I had no idea it left such an impact.
Yeah, right. In your dreams.
I mean, you did just bring up our first work, though, so our dreams are our reality.
You're practically kissing the ground I walked on for reading my first poem.
I guess you got me on that.
I'm afraid you might end up worshipping me after you read my next one.
I'll try and show some restraint. No promises, though. I'll be your beach. Your mind is still full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shoreline reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles a brilliant light. The walls of your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Yo, this should be a song, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea. And let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in the way you thought left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised this isn't the lovey-dovey one from before. That said, it's still a pretty good poem. So, how does this work?
Huh?
Well, I've never worshipped someone before, so I'm not exactly sure about the process. Am I supposed to get on my knees and bow, or...
Ha! I should have known.
Seriously though, this poem is really good. It'll be kind of a bummer if we stop sharing them next week.
We could just ask Monica to keep doing it. I doubt she'd say no.
Well, even if she said no, Natsuki, the problem is I won't be here next week. I'm going away. You're right about that. She seemed to enjoy it quite a bit as well.
Plus, it gives you time to write poems that aren't so damn depressing.
As I pack up and begin to leave, Natsuki stops me.
Hey, Kellen, one last thing. If you tell anyone I crown you like that, I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
Right. I'll keep that in mind. Classic Natsuki. Alright, we're gonna share our next poem with Monica.
Hi, Kellen.
Hey, Monica. It's clear that something is bothering her, and I have a pretty good idea of what it is. But what can I do about it? I already told her I'd be her friend and talk to her whenever she wants. It's not like I could break up with Sarah just to make her feel better. Monica's like, but why not though? Monica's like, but actually, could you? Monica?
I'm sorry, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something, that's all.
Right. Well, here. I think this one turned out pretty good. I pulled out the poem I wrote for Monica and handed it to her. Curtains close. I simply exist in the void, with darkness as my solace. All sensations have long since been forgotten. As I continue to drift, I feel something foreign. The warmth of another, the touch of someone once familiar. As I open my eyes, I once again see light. I see her smiling and feel her shine. Even though the blinds are gone, I no longer see outside. In its place, I see only hope. Hope that this speck of dust may once again have purpose. Yet even though the lights continue to shine, I still only hear a single tune. The soundtrack to my life, slowly coming to a close. As she reads my poem, the hope that she stays true to what she said I hope that she stays true to what she said yesterday. At least Sarah isn't here to see her doing anything that could be misconstrued.
Kellen. I'll be right back.
Monica, what? Before I could stop her, Monica walks away and heads out of the class. Damn it!
What was that about?
Is she alright?
Yeah, she's fine. I'm just gonna go talk to her real quick. I make a break for the door as Yuri and Natsuki stand in the stupor. I step outside just in time to see Monica turn the corner. Shit! I light a sprint down the hallway after her. What the hell am I even gonna say to her? I round the corner and immediately see... Monica? Alright, well, I think now's a good place to end and wrap up this episode. Still keeping to the whole short episode format. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. And let me know if you're looking forward to seeing the next installment of Doki Doki Relapse. If you're new here to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. The link to the Discord server is in the description. And be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. It's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.